How's your day going? The Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell was called stupid by the president, who has tried to force the independent central banker to lower interest rates. In 2 days of testimony in front of Congress, Powell defended his rates policy and vowed that the Fed won't be influenced by the president's pressure. CBS's Ling Kent joins me now to talk about the economy and new signals on housing. Ling, what reasoning did Powell give the committee for keeping interest rates as they are?
John, you're right. Chair Powell was on defense. He was in the hot seat, and he essentially said that the Fed is acting cautiously because President Trump's tariffs can cause a one-time jump in prices, but there's also a risk they could trigger more persistent inflation over time. And that's a risk that he believes is large enough for the central bank to be more careful in considering more rate cuts going forward. And so as he was testifying, the president in Europe, as you mentioned, repeatedly criticized him for holding the benchmark rate steady. And we still do expect to see 2 interest rate cuts later this year per the FOMC outlook. But there's just so much that remains completely unresolved, especially regarding tariffs.
I want to ask you about housing. We got some data points on that. What do you see in those?
Yeah, there's 2 big numbers that I'm looking at. Census data that came out today shows that new single-family home sales are down almost 14% month to month. You compare it to last year, down 6%. And then we also earlier this week got existing home sales, and those came in at the slowest in 16 years. Now, a lot of this can be attributed to interest rates. Mortgage rates last month hovered around 7%. That limits what many people are able to do on the market, right? And that has the supply of homes up for sale at its highest level in 3 years. So if you're seeing more for sale signs, your eyes aren't tricking you. But basically, fewer deals are closing. And the last time supply was this high, John, was the summer of 2022 when the Fed started hiking interest rates. But before that, we haven't seen it this high since 2009 during the mortgage crisis and the Great Recession. And
very quickly, what are you looking for coming up that'll give us a picture of the economy?
Oh, we're looking at all kinds of data. Consumer sentiment comes out on Friday. Personal spending, PCE, the June jobs report, of course, coming early next month is also very important.
Excellent. Ling Kent, thank you so much.